Hey guys, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a little emoji or a how you bill or a comment. It'll help the channel to grow. Yeah, so that's cool. And sale readings right now, inflation busters, let's say, because everything's crazy. $65 for 30 minutes, $105 for 60 minutes, okay? I'm doing this simply because people have lots of questions, and I've got we have the answers, right? And so, billhobart.com if you're looking for that, okay? Hey Sherry, what's going on? Yeah, what else? Memberships.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Memberships are still up there too. Hey Nancy, there's still 3 places available. And from 15 minutes to an hour and a half, all priced accordingly. It's a great team. It's a great tribe. It's pretty amazing. We had our Zoom last night at 7 o'clock, went to about 8:30. And it's open to everybody who's in the memberships. And it's a pretty good time. Pretty good time. Last night was just amazing. It was funny as hell. So come on and join us. Check it out, billhobart.com, okay? If you're looking for a tribe, if you're looking for somebody to hold you accountable, if you're looking for somebody to give you support and love, pretty good. Pretty good. So, hey Kathy, hey Lacey, what's going on? Yep. Hey Diane, what's up, what's up? Yep, happy Valentine's Day in the cold city of Metro Detroit. Do you want to go outside? I'm not close to the door. You gonna go? She was just outside. She was just outside 2 minutes ago. So, yeah. But since Daddy's talking, I'll go outside. So that might be a little bit bright, but it's okay, I think. Yeah. So, hey Ben, what's up, man? How are you? You and your husband's pictures are fantastic. I don't know where you guys go, but you guys have got the life. Again, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. So every time I see them, I'm like, oh gosh, I wonder where they're at. Yeah. So, Kathy, why are you coming in and out? Hey, Kath. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to channel a little bit. There's people here that are in the memberships from last night. You may hear a little bit of that, what they input, their input into what we were talking about. So last night was pretty amazing. I got to tell you, it was pretty freaking great. We have a great group of people, and it blows my mind just because of how fun it is. Just how fun it is. Yeah. So it's a good time. It's a good time. Just had a meeting about yeah, cool. We got to talk about. Just had a meeting about miracle today. Miracles, or are you doing a show about that? Yeah. So it's gonna be a good afternoon, good hour. See how it goes. First off, the blessing of all blessings is, I know Sharon, isn't the group call fantastic? Oh my gosh, that's right, Ben. I forgot about the 4-year-old. Ben and his partner, his husband, have adopted a little boy, and they were approached about adopting a little girl, and she's 4 years old. And oh my God, they fill my heart because it's like these are 2 great dads, and yeah, they're yeah, I'm gonna cry because it's so lovely that that they're gonna have her too, to give her an amazing life. So that's what that's all about. Because they're good dads. They're good dads, you know. So yeah. God bless you, my friend. You and your husband are fantastic. Truly, truly, truly fantastic. Yeah. So astrology for this week is freaking off the charts. Okay. Mercury Retrograde ends on the 20th, which is Friday, okay? Tomorrow. Spring Equinox starts tomorrow. Hey, Julie. Which is a whole new fucking chapter of 1996, of 2026, okay? It is, chimes, it is going to unleash all kinds of amazing freaking things. Amazing freaking things. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, right? It's awesome. And then we have the new moon, which is tonight. Okay? New moon energy is all about strength. It's all about basically quiet strength, right? Is about absolute balance, new beginnings, and it's in Pisces because today's the last day of Pisces. Tomorrow starts Aries, okay? And so, again, first zodiac sign of the new year because it's the first sign and it goes until Pisces, which is the last sign, right? So it doesn't match the calendar year, okay? So going into Aries energy, hey, Trace Parker, going into Aries energy is sometimes a blessing, sometimes a curse. For me, it's not always great. Hey, Beth, how's it going? For me, it's not always great because Aries and I really don't get along when it comes to the energy, okay? Aries energy is unbridged. It is crazy. It doesn't follow the rules of a structured Capricorn Aquarian, right? It's like, no, you can't do it like that. You have to tone that down. No, you have to do this, you have to do that. You're just not going to work that way. You're too off the charts, you know. So I can butt up against people with my energy, okay? Although Aries is going to be absolutely ass-kicking the whole freaking time through the 19th of next month, okay? 19th of next month is going to be a little challenging for all of us because it's getting ready to go into Taurus, which is, let's have a freaking party. Come on, let's go. It is my favorite time of the year. It is my favorite time of the year is Taurus season because for a Capricorn and a Taurus, it matches completely. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? It matches completely. And so for me, it's my favorite time. Usually Aries is not a really positive time for myself, but they keep telling me amazing things are going to happen starting tomorrow for myself. Okay. And I'm excited about that because it's a brand new beginning. We're really getting picked up and moved forward. All of us are. Okay. As we go forward, you're going to see a lot of things, again, that Spirit has said before, that you've never seen before in the government, what's going to come out, okay? It's all going to be exposed. It's all going to be exposed, and it's going to be earth-shattering for most people because we cannot imagine, because we trusted and allowed what's going to take place in the next month and a half, 2 months, okay? So, Spring Equinox, 12 hours of day and night. It's equals, right? It is, tomorrow I believe it's 10:32. I think it's 10:32 tomorrow, maybe 11:32 tomorrow, that the sun passes over the equator to the northern hemisphere. And guys, it's spring and summer for us, okay? It gets warmer and more beautiful every freaking day. Okay, and the southern hemisphere goes into, it's the fall equinox. So they start winding down, or we start revving up, okay? And it's going to be, hey Susan, I know Taurus, right? And it's going to be an amazing summer. Kind of freaky, okay? Kind of freaky. Hey Laura, thanks for joining live. It's going to be a freaky summer. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be, you're going to feel truly embodied to do amazing things. As long as you don't get into third dimension and get sucked into the sewer. Keep yourself in 4 and 5D as much as you possibly can. I believe a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how third dimensional meditations don't really work anymore. For myself, they don't. I get a few from Steve Noble that are higher dimensional, but they're 45 minutes long. I cannot do a 45-minute meditation with the dog. It's impossible. It's impossible to do a 45-minute meditation. So I wish that he would bring them and bring them down. But it doesn't, it's all pre-meditation work that he talks about. Bringing in all of the guides and things like that. It is, it's a little tough. It's a little tough for myself. But third dimensional meditations that I've used for a decade no longer affect me. Why is that? Because my vibration is so high. Okay, and so you may feel the same. All right, a lot of you have been on this journey for a while. Again, we started the program in 2017. Okay, I think it was 17. I think it was 2017 or 16. Not sure. No, 17. Yeah. So it's been 9. I think it's been 9 years. So who we were then and who we are now, totally different, right? And you may have done meditations back in 2018, 19, 20 before the pandemic that were fantastic. But since the pandemic, it shattered the what can I say? The foundation as it was meant to. So for the past 6 years, things have been kind of on a short leg, okay? Ready to tip over, right? And now it's actually doing that. So the meditations may not work, okay? I get inspired by memes. I get inspired by synchronicities, okay? I get inspired, and my vibration is high from seeing things and going, that, again, it affects me, right? It's like, oh, okay, I get that. Okay, I get that too. Okay, I get that too. See? And they're doing that for me because I can't do a 45-minute meditation. I'd love to, but I can't. Half an hour is good, but they don't affect me the way that they used to. So if you have that situation, look for other things to bring you insight, Spirit says. Because as we go forward and you lose more and more of your third dimensional self, which we're all doing now. I mean, they're stripping it away from us. Maybe one or two battles, right? One or two little things that we have to overcome. But the majority of our stuff is gone, okay? And so now we have black dots. Spirit always calls them black dots, right? That we still have black dots inside of us. Do we still have things to work on when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to all the things that make you happy, okay? Meaning human connection. And so as we go forward, you're going to get Spirit says, lightly challenged, but you'll already know the answer. You'll already know the answer. Okay? And so it is, it says, because people will still try to freak out, only they'll become more calm much faster because of them knowing. And this is where it really makes sense, is we think we don't know, but we already know. So when a situation like something comes up, like with love or partnership or family or friendship, whatever, right? Our job, we can become calmer faster because it just happens, because they're in charge, and you practice all of this in your sleep, in your day-to-day. You're prepared, Spirit says, okay? So you're going to be surprised. Take note of that, Spirit says. Take note of your growth. Take note of what you know that has already been uploaded into your psyche, into your mind. Yes. Because when it blows up into this full fifth dimensional space, around you, you're going to be like, holy cow, are you freaking kidding me? Because it's going to absolutely just bust around you, and you're going to be truly prepared for that. Okay? Going to be truly prepared for that. You may not think that you are, but you are already. Okay. So that's that now. Okay. So if you want me to channel about manifestation, okay? And this is all I have to say before I go into channel. Your soul journey is your soul journey, and you can't change it, okay? You truly can't. You truly can't. So when you're trying to manifest something, which is the wrong thing to do, okay? You want to mention it to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, cool. Never stop asking. Never stop asking for what you want, okay? Not what you need, but what you want, okay? Your internals already know your soul journey because your spine, where all your chakras are at, it knows your soul journey, right? Your spirit guides know your soul journey. We do not yet. Spirit tells me that by 2030, we'll be able to look at it and see exactly what it is. So we have a little bit more, because it makes us feel more empowered, okay? So they just stripped that thought away from me. Hang on. Okay. Any request that you have is put into your mind, into your heart, because it's in your soul journey. Okay? It just depends upon if you're going to raise your vibration high enough for you to receive it. That's the key. That's the key. Okay? I tell people all the time when they're looking for somebody to love, okay? Their person is up here. They've done their work. They're going to raise themselves into 5-4 or fifth dimension, which is light and floaty. They've done their work. There's no confrontation unless ego gets involved. They've worked on their ego. Their ego is more quiet, things like that, right? So you have to raise your vibration so they can find you, okay? Normally I'm talking to females, okay? Because the man will always find you, okay? In the gay sense, the man will always find you. The right man will always find you because they'll make sure of that. And it's a key in the lock, right? It truly is. Truly is. If you meet somebody when you are younger or when you're in a certain situation and that person isn't ready, you'd be surprised who comes back around. Okay? That's part of manifestation, but it's already in your soul journey. Okay? So that's that. I'm gonna have to close my eyes because they keep throwing stuff in my head. So okay, let me do this because it's right there, Mike, right there. Okay. Okay, so something about manifesting is real, but the definition is not. As Bill says, it's in your soul journey. It is there for you to discover. It's there for you to ask for. The sky's the limit when it comes to that. But doubt of your ego can lead you to believe that that's not attainable, which is not true. Understand that if you allow us to guide you in higher dimensional energy to receive everything that you want, everything is possible. You will see by 2030 that the energy that surrounds you, the energy that you are used to, the energy of your job, the energy of your personal life, the energy of any type of friendships that you have, things like that, will 100% change by 2030, 2032. You will change along with that, okay? Your life is going to be totally corrected. Totally corrected. What does that mean? It means that all of your third dimensional stuff that you have lived with all of this lifetime and all the past lives will diminish. It may not be 100% gone, but you have the tools to be able to put that energy into your foundation, not allowing it to leave your foundation. What does that mean? They're showing me cementing a floor, okay, and having that energy in underneath that cemented floor, okay? We know it's there, but we can stand on it to allow ourselves to fall and move into higher dimensional energy. Chimes, okay? Manifestation is real, but the realness has to be understood, because a lot of people don't understand it. They think that if they mention it, like Bill always says, if they talk out loud to their guides and what they want, that it will just happen eventually. But as you move into higher dimensional energy, as you allow us to strip you of what no longer serves, very few times does that have to happen when you're in a dark state, when you're in a place in your life that is darkness that we had to put you in so that you would allow us to cleanse you. So you would allow us to take what no longer serves you away. The only time that we can do that when you are conscious is when you are in a darkness of your soul. Then you are 100% vulnerable, because we know how humans are. When they're in sickness, when they're not feeling well, their resistance is down. They're more apt to allow themselves to cry, to get upset, to let all of the anger, the frustration, the love out of their bodies. And usually they find love for themselves in that type of situation. It's not, but it is very rare that we have to do that to people right now, especially people who are already full of light, who are already understanding who they are, understanding that by just living, experiencing all of the cool things that happen to human when they are in the state of surrender. Manifestation comes out of that. Manifestation of love, manifestation of wealth, manifestation of things are all available to you if you truly believe it. But believing it in 3D is different than believing it in 4 or 5D. The energy is different. Ego and your subliminal can trick you into believing that you understand it, that you truly believe what you're saying out loud to yourself. But as you go through this process of transformation, you will go, wow, I didn't really know what I was doing then. I really thought that I was in the place of understanding that if I did this, not realizing that I'm in 3D because I've been in 3D all of my lifetimes on the planet, that as I allow myself to drift into 4th dimension and 5th dimensional energy and possibly higher, that it is much easier for them to bring me what I've asked for, to bring me what I want, not need, what I want. And again, we need to reiterate that wanting and needing are two different things. Wanting is what you want. Needing is what I need this to live. I need this to be happy. I need this. I need this. I need this. When you live in the need, you are in survival. Survival is not the key any longer. It is allowing yourself to become abundant, to be happy, to be chosen, because you have been chosen. For some of you, you may take that as, well, I don't think that's me. I don't know as much as so-and-so. I don't know as much as so-and-so. That's not true at all. It's been locked into your body. It's been locked into your psyche. It's been locked into your aura. And what we are trying to do is open you up to allow that energy to surround you, to go out to the universe, to go out to the world, because it will only lift you higher into higher dimensional energy when you allow that to happen. But some humans are tough cookies. They are tough cookies. They want to stay within their bubble. They want to stay within their third dimensional control. And they dabble. They're not really invested. They dabble. But when you dabble, you don't get the full impact of what we can do for you. We cannot do anything for you unless you ask us, preferably out loud. Because when you do that, you're able to hear yourself speak the words. What that does is it puts your ego on quiet, because I'm in charge. Doesn't mean that you don't still have to say, ego, that's not true, that's a lie. Ego, that's not true, that's a lie, to manifest what you want. It's a balancing act. They're showing me ice skaters, okay, when they say that. Ice skaters in the Olympics, and the one young man who was a absolute just amazing skater. I believe in one of the last events, he fell. Okay? Why is that? He was too in his head. He was thinking too much because he wanted to clean sweep it. But he's only in his, he's in his early 20s from what they say. He might be 18, 19 years old. I'm not really sure. But he's still young. And I believe this was his first Olympics. He will come back stronger and better than ever, because as he works on himself, that third dimensional pressure will slowly drift away, because he's going to allow it to slip away. I know. People that do what they do in the Olympics and that are professionals and things like that have spiritual people around them that give them the energy and the ability to understand what they have to let go of, what they have to allow to leave their bodies and their psyche, as we do for all of you. Manifestation is real. It is real, but you have to match the energy of your manifestation. Okay? Always aim high. Always aim high. Okay? If you're asking for money, don't ask for gotta ask for an amount. It is $5,000 or more, $50,000 or more, $100,000 or more, or $1 million. Now, do you have to allow that to manifest? Yes, because it's in your soul journey, Spirit says. Times, okay? You may be asking for it 2 years prior, because you have this epiphany, you have this energy that comes from a dream, comes from a vision, comes from just energy that's around you, that it just pops out of your mouth, okay? That is us going through you, because you are either afraid or unbelieve that this can happen to you. You haven't allowed more of your third dimensional energy to be channeled out of you, to be allowed to leave your presence, to bleed out of your body. But manifestation is real. We just have to match it with our energy when the right place at the right time, as Bill always says. I'm telling you, yeah. As Bill talks about the spring equinox and beyond, you're going to see an amazing amount of positive energy surround you and lift you. And it may frighten you. It may frighten you because things are happening so fast. Okay? Do not put your heels in the ground. Do not try to stop yourself because of fear. If you have that type of fear, we're showing you what needs to be worked on. what needs to be cleared, what needs to be truly focused on, so that you will allow us to remove that energy from your body. Asking us for help will be instantaneous. But your fear of not getting what you want, Spirit says, the fear of it being too quick, the fear is what we have to tackle, because that's what stops you from allowing. It stops you from allowing all of your abundance to come to you. But I keep saying, but we have to match that. As a human, we have to match that energy and allow ourselves to float, to fly, to move forward. But lots and lots of energy is affecting a lot of people in a negative way, and they're scared. Depression is rampant right now. And it's only because of the separation of third dimension, taking that third dimensional self and pulling it away, our bodies feel empty. Our bodies get into fear. Our bodies fall into that depression because we have not yet surrendered. This is a way to get human to surrender. That's a big chime. Is depression. Again, dark night of the soul, right? That's what that is. If you're sad, if you are semi-depressed, if you're not on medication, get on medication. Simply because you'll need something to bridge, Spirit says. You're going to need something to bridge, because if you don't do that, so something about that when we separate from our third dimensional energy, they take some things with us. Of course they do. But it is something about our bodies have to go into a place of, they're telling me WTF. Okay? And what that does is we feel less safe, we feel less secure. So our bodies go into depression to keep us in one place for a short period of time to work on that fear, to allow ourselves to be transformed, which is very, very true. The medication can help you with that bridge into higher dimensional energy, which you probably will no longer need it. But do not think that it's not good. Do not think that it's not good for a short period of time. Again, I've been on it since 1997, and it's only because of my past life stuff. I've done all my clearings and things like that, but I still need it to keep myself balanced. Yes. You'll have 5 good days and 2 bad days. You'll have 6 good days and 1 bad day. You'll have 3 bad days and 4 good days. It's all variable because of the energy that's on the planet at this time. It's affecting everybody. If you feel like you need to retreat, retreat. But own your power. Own your power, Spirit says. Own your power. Get in touch with your doctor. Watch your children. Watch your people in your family. Be the person of knowing, Spirit says. Because all of you watching in the future, you're all connected to your divine guides. All of you are. You know things that you don't think that you know. So when the information needs to come out of your mouth, trust it. Nothing that comes out of your mouth will ever be wrong. Others may perceive it as wrong because they're not you. They're not you. A huge next 9 months of transformation. Huge. Many of you will change jobs. Many of you will move. Many of you will use different types of transportation. You'll eat different food. You will drink different drinks. You're already on the train. You know how Spirit loves the train. You're already on the train. There's no getting off the train. They just showed me Polar Express. If you've ever seen that movie, it's made about Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah. Because you need to have the experience of being on the train and all the experiences that come with being on the train, because what that does, it raises your vibration. And the movie's all about believing in Santa. Receiving. Because that's them. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes because they want to go into something else. I'll go back into it if I have to. Does all that make sense? Does all that make sense? I don't remember what I said, but the energy in my heart is gone, which is cool. It is all about allowing. It's all about not getting in fear. When you do get in fear, it is so Beth asks, when you say spirit, do you know who's just my spirit guides? Cujo's outside now. Yeah, just my spirit guides. Yeah, all 72 of them. I don't know who's talking. I think it's all I forget what I used to call them, what they used to be called, because I haven't used them in so long. I've been using spirit for that term spirit for so long. I thought I had one, and my mom and stuff like that back in the day. But then I got the message that I have 72 above my head in an ivory tower, kind of a university kind of thing. Yeah. So and usually that's where all of our information comes from. Is it comes from our spirit guides, right? Guardian angels too, but it's usually our spirit guides. Yeah, like that dog right there. She waited till after I was done closing my eyes to come in the house. That's them. It's them, right? So all the little things that they do for us, the synchronicities that they do because they've got our life figured out, which we do not, right? Yeah. So, So let me think if there's what else we want to talk about. If there's anything else, more and more synchronicities, more and more miracles happening, more inclusion, more love. Perfection is out, balance is in. Why is that? What is that about? Because perfection is 3D. It's a 3D expectation. Perfection is a 3D expectation, which is no longer. Hey, Erica. Yeah, no longer. Okay, I don't know. They want to do question and answer. I think because Erica's here. I don't know. They just said, okay, let's do question and answer for the next half hour. I'm like, okay. So if you have a question, put it on the feed, and I'll look back here and see if anybody had. Hey, Emily. Say hi to Sarah for me. Okay, so she just showed up. I wondered who. There was a female standing behind me, and I wasn't in the channeling space. So she says hi. She says hi, Mom. I've never been this beautiful, and I've never been this beautiful and knowing in my life. So this is interesting because she is saying, Emily, that she learned this from an apostle that removed all of her dark energy out of her body, because she's been there for gosh, I met you when? Gosh, in Jackson, probably a decade ago, 9 years ago. Yeah. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl, I'll tell you. Let's see if there's anything else. And Emily, I haven't talked to you in forever. I hope you're okay. Okay, so that's that. But if you guys have anything you want to ask, go ahead and put it in the feed, and I will. Okay, so who's Ilya? Sherry? Name was Ilya. Said he felt the pressure overwhelming. Hi, Amy. How's it going? Hey, Debbie. I'm answering questions right now. Hey, Shelly. What's up? So Sherry just closed out and restarted the live because now she thinks she's back in the current timeline because she was in a different timeline. Very cool. That's freaking very cool. It's happening more and more, everybody. It's happening more and more. Yes. So Teresa replied to Sherry, weird, my life just started back at the beginning while Bill was talking about finding your love. Hello, sister. And then Sherry says, my life just started back in the beginning what Bill was talking about. I'm telling you, it's happening, everybody. I'm telling you, there is so much energy to bring people together with the person they're supposed to be with. And that's going to continue through 2026, 2027. Okay. If you're single, if you're single and you're dating or whatever, and they haven't found you yet, I will say it like that. You will find them. They will find you this year. And okay, so this is what we're going to talk about for a minute. And so, Spirit says this, is that's when you have to really make sure that you are comfortable with meeting your new person or new people with your new energy. What sometimes will happen is old energy will creep up, right? Because we haven't worked on allowing our former selves' love energy to be healed by forgiving yourself. It's massive. My sister just went through that in the past 3 weeks. It hadn't been healed. And now she's working on that. Yeah. So Erica says, what are you sensing in my energy? I didn't go down the path that we messaged about a few weeks ago. And things have taken, Erica, I'm going to try, a turn for the better through boundaries and communication. Well, sweetie, that's what you need in every relationship. You need boundaries and communication, okay? What you bring to the table with your guy, Chimes, is it's got to be balanced, okay? You've got to be on the same page. Communication is the most important thing in any relationship, and the way that you communicate. Plain and simple. That's what Spirit's talking about now, right? Is that most of our connections have been dysfunctional, okay? And now what there needs to be is you need to be the person who changes that energy because the other person will follow you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, okay? And so really being conscious of how you respond, of how you temper, of how you, it isn't manipulation. It is being upfront and being honest, but in a way that you understand they're not going to be triggered. If you don't know how your new friend is going to be triggered, you got to have that conversation. And I will tell you this. I want you to tell me if my tone of voice is wrong, if my verbiage is wrong, if it triggers you. I need you to let me know in a calm way. I don't like it when you said blah, blah, blah. And then the person that is receiving that message from their other person has to go, okay, I understand that, but what about it triggered you? And don't get all deep into it. Just understand that that person feels healthy enough, balanced enough, vulnerable enough, Spirit says too, of speaking to you because that person loves you or really likes you, okay? That is the foundation of every single freaking relationship. And if that person's not able to do that for you, it's not the right person. It is not the right person. It's not your job to train that person, because you can't. It's not your job. And the person that's coming to you is going to be the person you're supposed to have that interaction with, okay? If you don't have that, not the right person. Unless they've gone to therapy and they're just going, aha, you have to be the example, that's fine. But you're not the teacher, because you cannot teach someone how to be enlightened about themselves on what triggers them. And if they are a yeller, or if they are they go quiet, they go into themselves and they go into protection, again, not the right person. And you can't be the same person either. You cannot be either one of those, okay? You have to be it isn't picture perfect. It's not exact, but it is having that conversations in a way that is not filled with trauma. If you got the trauma, you're going to want to spill it onto somebody else. It's not their job to take that from you. Okay? So it is really the way that we are going to communicate in the future, because our trauma will be healed if we allow it to be. If we want to hold on to it like it's who we are, it's not going to work. Not going to work at all. Okay? So, and don't stay in it, right? Don't stay in it. You might like the person a lot, but you know what? If after, again, we have a honeymoon of 90 to 120 days, okay? Where everybody's on their P's and Q's. Everything is just kind of like you're just getting to know each other, but you're holding your heart in your box, right? It's inside of the box. You let a little bit out, a little bit more at a time, because you can't just jump right in. It's impossible. You're going to get crushed, because your energy that you're putting out to the universe has not been healed. If that's the case, you're going to attract unavailable men, unavailable females. You're going to, because it's about you healing yourself, forgiving yourself, number one, forgiving your mother, your father, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, your uncles, your best friends, your brothers, your sisters. You got to freaking forgive them for you, not for them. They could give two shits. But the biggest thing that I've learned in my 66 years, especially since I went to therapy at 40, right? You gotta forgive them. They did the best that they could. They're in your life for a reason. To teach you what you don't want as you ascend. Trust me, it's the truth. Forgive. Okay. So, Teresa, what about the skater? Oh, that's right. Ilya was his name. It is so interesting because I don't know if anybody's watched Heated Rivalry on HBO. It's a gay love story hockey show. It's pretty steamy. The first two episodes are pretty freaking steamy, but the rest of it, the other 4 episodes are freaking amazing. Well, the other, 4. But one of the lead characters is Ilya. And when I saw that skater, again, I watched it a number of times, the whole 6 episodes. I know it pretty well. It was so interesting because his energy, the skater, is the same as the person in the show. He's a big hockey player. He's extremely good looking. He's from Russia, but he has self-confidence, but some of it is fake because he's hurt inside from his mother dying when he was 12. So the trauma, right? So it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Hi, Nancy. So yesterday I felt that like Charles and I turned a corner for the better. Can you tell me about the book and Charles' new documentary project? Documentary. Yeah, Nancy, like I was saying before, and you've heard this a number of times at the beginning of the year, is that the 9-year numerology ended in 2025. Okay? We're a brand new 1-year numerology. We have 8 more to go in this group, let's say. The blessing is that because you and Charles are connected, that it's all going to be exactly how you want it, but you have to allow it to proceed. You have to allow it to move forward, okay? If you need something, you ask them for help, okay? If you need sponsorship, if you need distributors, if you need whatever it's going to be, what we cannot do is we cannot do what we've done in the past with your other books, which is, I don't know why it's not going. I don't know why. That's all negative energy. You can't do it. You've got to be, okay, Spirit, you got to have those conversations with them, right? And you're going to be surprised at what happens until June or until July. July is going to kind of be a rough kind of month because of the energy in Aries, okay? But this year's going to be pretty good. Ask. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, okay? Documentary should be fine. Okay, so Spirit says, there's something about the consolidation of Paramount and Discovery and Warner Brothers and all that cluster that may temporarily stop the documentary or something like that, but it's going to happen quick, where it's just going to be boom. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So don't doubt it, Spirit says. Don't doubt that it's going in the right direction. Okay? Hey, Karen, what's going on? How are you? I haven't talked to you in forever. My son is adulting now, and a girlfriend, I feel, is consumed by her. Oh, yes, she is. Absolutely. Okay, she's not sure how to create a space for us without alienating him. Have we done something? No, you've not done anything wrong. Again, it's soul journey, okay? Yeah. So is he engulfed by the energy of her family? You can text me if you want. 248-310-7689 or on Messenger, okay? Because she says, I'm not sure how to create space for us without alienating. Yes, so he is being surrounded by the family, okay? How long have they been together? Number one. Number two, I believe I know what his zodiac sign is, since we talked a while ago, but for some reason I seem to know it. He's going to push back. He's going to push back it's all good at the moment, but you can still say, carving out and putting boundaries up, that, well, I'd like to see you once a week. I'd like to see both of you come to dinner or whatever it is on a weekend or a Saturday, right? Can I get a Saturday? Can Dad and I get a Sunday? Right? You're entitled to that. And if you alienate him, that's on him, not on you. Because you can't not, because you deserve it, need him to make space for you. Because I'm telling you, he's going to get rejected by the family eventually, and he's going to go WTF. He's going to go WTF. His family is very overwhelming. It is very it's very encompassing. It's very this, right? Until he realizes that he's not one of the family. even if they're married, not one of the family. Okay? Because family is going to take precedent over him. And that eventually will happen if he does not allow or does not buy into, does not agree to you having him seeing you and your husband or whoever it is. Yeah. Don't feel like you can't, because as soon as you do that, you're giving up your power to your child, and that cannot happen. She's kind of a bitch. She can be controlling. The family's controlling, big time, Spirit says. He shows me exactly, he constricts my heart. She might be a lovely girl, but they have, but they're used to circling the wagon, Spirit says, if something ever happens. Okay? So you guys haven't done anything wrong. Your son's really in love. And I don't remember how old your child is, but boys don't mature till 26, right? And they can get pulled in because the females have been adulting longer than the boys have. Boys that are 26 are just on their birthday, they're just becoming an adult. And they can wake up like that and go, oh my gosh, I'm 26 already, and I'm not really where I wanted to be. Or if he's 30, he's been an adult for 4 years. Okay? She and her family have not been. They've been together the whole time. So you push and get what you want. Okay? You just have to watch your tone of voice. You have to watch the way that you approach it. But you're the one who's going to take care of it. Okay? And he will agree to it. Because you're his mom. And I know that you guys have a pretty good relationship. So he's not going to reject you. But if mom doesn't, if I know, right? If the baby bird doesn't squeak, it's not going to get fed. If it doesn't make a noise, the other birds are going to get they're showing me robins and worms. Yeah. So again, you deserve to have time with your child and her. And the other kids. I think you have boys. I think you have 2 other boys, I think. Yeah. But you can text me, you can message me if you have any more questions, okay? Hey, Sue. What's going on, sister? Someone of interest came into my circle last night. Michael, what message you see around that? Fear is creeping up. Fear is creeping in. I've been working on healing for years. Yeah, but honey, now you're going to heal big. Now you're going to heal big time. Again, keep going to Brenda. You met this person last night. What you have to do is there's the jury's out on that. Okay. He could be a person of interest. But what you don't want to do is feel it here. Okay. If you met him last night, it's a whatever. What you don't want to do is react to this, because that's past trauma. That's past hurt. Okay. Unless Spirit gave you a message saying, yeah, this is a good guy. He's an okay guy, but they're saying how you're going to handle it. Your guides are saying how you're going to handle it. And he's not going to help heal you. You have to do that yourself and just forgiving. Yeah. But you still have to have your monthly, so with the membership. So, well, we can go into deeper detail if you'd like to. Okay? He's not a bad guy at all. Just don't invest. Yeah, don't invest. Don't expect. Okay? Oh, you're welcome, Erica. Shannon, how come you go in and out? You keep coming in. Okay? Okay. My son is adulting now, and his girlfriend. Oh, he's a Virgo. Okay. I thought he was an earth sign. Yeah. Less than a year. Okay. Yeah. Trust me, earth signs love their mamas. No matter how bad your mama was, you still love them because you're older than they are. Okay. He's all in on this girl and he loves her. He really, really likes her a lot. Okay. He wants to show the family that he's good enough for her. You have good enough kids. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be okay. But you gotta, have the conversation in a beautiful way, right? Again, I know who you are. You, and I believe you. I don't know if you're still teaching or not. But you can manipulate. It's okay. It's okay to get what you want, especially your kids. My mother did it all the time, and most of it I was glad for. My brothers too. Yeah. So Shannon keeps going in back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Diane, any message from my guides? Okay, Diane, they keep saying stress. Don't stress so much. Don't stress so much. I don't know what that is. Don't stress so much. Give yourself a freaking break. Are you a perfectionist? Because they're saying you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay. So Shannon, how was your second interview? Was it okay? You're gonna get the job. So don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah. You're gonna get the job. So is there any other things? I don't think there's anything else that's here. Yeah. Yeah. So Beth, any images? No, they say, Beth, now are we back? That's kind of weird that we went out for a minute. Beth, you must have some power going on. I don't know. They think you're bored. They believe you are. Stop searching. Stop searching. If you believe you're searching. They say, Beth is searching for knowledge instead of allowing the knowledge she has to manifest. Yeah. Well, we're going to have our hour and a half conversation, so we can talk about that too. Okay. Anything else? Nope, nothing else there. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. I think we're going to maybe do a question and answer next week in the middle of the week or something like that, because they want to. I think we're going to. They keep saying yes. Probably Tuesday. Probably Tuesday at 7 o'clock at night. Okay. Just because more people are home and things like that. And we can do that for an hour or whatever. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. Make your appointment, will you? So we can talk. Yeah. Ooh, big time. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. Well, schedule it today. It's like okay. I think we might do a Zoom. It'll be easy. It'll be easier if you just pop on the Zoom and participate. Okay, I'll just answer questions for an hour or so. Okay. Let's do Tuesday at I'll announce it. Tuesday at 7 o'clock for like an hour and a half or something like that. Okay, I can answer people's questions for them. Okay, but thanks everybody. If you would for me, run over to YouTube and like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and leave a little comment, a lot of emojis, let's say, or a hey Bill or whatever you want to say, because responses are going down to the videos, and I don't know if I have to do a video like twice a month, so people will do that for me. I don't know if we're going to do that, or maybe the move to Maui is going to make a difference where we won't do them every week. I need a better response to the videos, and I try to put the right title on them and things like that. But if you guys would do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Again, readings for 30 minutes are $65 from $125, and 60-minute readings are $105. I'm doing it for people who are asking questions and they couldn't book a reading at $85 or something more expensive. So I'm making it more attainable for people. So if you know people who are looking, if you could share my postings on Facebook, share them on your page, I would appreciate it. Just because I want more and more people to know about it, because it's a financial thing for me that I'm losing, right? I'm doing it for people because I'm being guided to do that. So if you could do that for me, share it, stuff like that, I would appreciate it, okay? So anyway, namaste, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday at 3 o'clock. Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3, right? Or I'll see you Tuesday, Zoom, 7 o'clock. And if you want to join, you can send me your email on Messenger. You can text it to me. You can send me an email, bill@billhobart.com. Anyway, yeah, Messenger is probably the best or whatever. But if you want to join, awesome. And I'll answer 1, 2, 3 questions per person as quickly as I can, and we'll get to everybody. I promise you, we'll get to everybody. We'll probably have 20 people. Okay, so if you want to join in, let me know ASAP, and I'll get you on the list. And once we get to 20, I'm probably going to stop at 20 because that's a lot for me to do in an hour and a half. Okay, and then write your questions down so you can ask them. All right, so I'll probably see you Tuesday, or I'll see you next Thursday, 3 o'clock. Thanks, everybody. Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. See you.